Alright, let's get involved with game 2 between Will and Mdylfb. Excuse me, sorry, I've just inhaled some water, and it turns out it isn't as good to inhale as it is to drink, just generally. Alright, sorry. So what are we? We're best of 3. Last time, Mdylfb just built Marines, nothing else. No, not even combat shield or stem or anything, just tons and tons of Marines. And honestly, Will almost beat it because he did have Colossus coming out. It just wasn't all together enough. Again, this insistence of EMS players to go for a Mama ship is just kind of wearying. Had you not built that mothership, you could have had 4 Colossus and those Marines would have evaporated. It would have been embarrassing. But no, instead you had a mothership that died. So anyway, let's see if anything goes differently this time around. We've got double gateway, I believe was similar to last time. The side core is coming. Mdylfb's gone for a reasonably quick command center here of a single barracks, which is, you know, pretty standard. It would be even more standard if the command center was actually in the middle, but not to worry. That is definitely offset, isn't it? That's not. That could be over 1 hex. It should be there. Anyway, yeah, you see, definitely covers up the weird stuff, doesn't it? If it's in the right place. Yeah, so also this is beginning to look pretty similar from Mdylfb. You know, reactored barracks, he's just going to be pumping out all them Marines by the looks of it. So, as Will learned from last time, is he going to get the Colossus out a bit sooner? Or what I'd love to see, I don't think we've seen any Templars yet in the EMS. In this particular year's EMS tournament, and I'd love to see some Templars. Love them Storms, or even some Disruptor play would be really cool. Obviously those things do require a little bit of micro, but you know, Storms aren't that hard to just throw down. And similarly, Disruptor shots are a little bit more micro intensive, but they don't have to be. You can just kind of click and forget them. You don't have to steer them. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. This looks just almost like an identical build to last time. I have some memory that there was a wall of depots. I hate queued up depots like this. It's just misery, isn't it? But anyway, each to their own. The eBay coming down. I believe last time he went for armor rather than attack, and attack is definitely the better option when you're going to go Marine heavy. But yeah, you know, again, no tech lab, so we're not going to see combat shield, and that is just incredibly disappointing. I believe there was a sensor tower as well last time, you know, so in the same location. So this looks like an exact replica of what happened before. I wouldn't mind seeing Will get aggressive, maybe do something to put some hurt on his opponent, to slow him down, maybe, you know, an Oracle in the mineral line, even this Void Ray coming around, killing a couple of workers would be nice to see. Maybe a Warp Prism and, you know, getting some Zealots into the mineral liner. Look at that, that is just disgusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1,200 minerals in a queue. Grim. You know, think what you can do with 1,200 minerals. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? You build like another 4 barracks and just have literally just double your Marine production. But no, instead of that, you've got all these little green splodges on a map that just achieve nothing. Oh well. Yeah, splash damage is the key. If your opponent is going Marine heavy, you need to have splash damage. Well, you're not scouting at all. You know nothing about what your opponent's doing. Your opponent, at the very least, is scanning and actually sees the army that he's up against, and he knows he can beat it because the DPS from these Marines is going to be a bit savage. So I think this is only going to go one way. There's no splash damage across the map here. You know, Will has a like this mothership again, man. You know, motherships are just useless against Marines. Like, what's the Mama ship going to achieve? There's no splash damage here, so unfortunately everything is just going to get wrecked. The DPS from that Marines is just incredibly high. So the Mama ship comes out, but like, what's it going to achieve? It hasn't even killed. There it is. It's killed 1 Marine, 2 Marine, 3 Marines. It killed in the end. You know, pointless. Absolutely pointless. Splash damage was what was required, not a mothership. So Colossus coming out would have been great. Disruptors coming out would have been great. Templars coming out would have been great. Any of those things would have been extremely good. DTs, Archons, anything like that would have been good against these Marines. But unfortunately, we didn't see any of that. And of course, the Robo facility was right there the whole time. And you know, had you built an observer and sent it across the map, you wouldn't know what was coming. But anyway, that's how it goes. GG.